How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? We have a double whammy today here on Level M. We're going to do two different Fast and Furious mixes. We're going to kick it off with this one. This is the Decades of Fast. This is the premium silver label. So a little bit more expensive, but no, not real riders or anything like that. This is a brand new casting. This is the 67 El Camino. This is the one, if you haven't seen the movie, there is some launchers on the side of it. Used by John Cena. There is the mix on the back. We do have, of course, the entire mix. This one is a ridiculously large, ridiculous blister. So we'll get this guy out of there. He is number 1 of 5. There is your El Camino. This is relatively large. The base is plastic. It is chrome. So T03. So we are into the 3rd week of January for manufacturing. This one looks interesting. That giant piece on there is all plastic, which looks okay. It is removable though, so don't you fret. So the model will just come out the bottom. Nothing fancy. There is the top piece. It is all one piece. Looks pretty good though. It's pretty good detail on there. This is what I think most people will care about. This is the El Camino itself. Just all by its lonesome. Full prints on the front look pretty good. Casting looks pretty good. Of course, this is a brand new casting. It's got side windows in it. That's kind of cool. A little bit of the plastic for the base, which is not uncommon to keep down on the metal just a little bit. It's a Mattel thing for sure. Tail light print's done up. Looks pretty good. Just flat black. It's got a really nice stance to it. Sits pretty low. Sorry about that. But not too shabby. Not too shabby. It's a pretty nice looking model. Even without the piece on the top, which just snaps on there just like that. It is super wide with the piece on there, so throw that guy to the side. All right, number two of 5. This is a re-release. This is the Chevelle, the Nova SS. We've seen this 3 times before. However, this is going to be different for sure because this is a different price point product, so that'll be nice. This one does have a metal base, which is silver painted, which is pretty common. This does have one of their new premium style wheels, which looks pretty good. It's got the kind of Porsche-esque look to it. Just a couple black stripes on there. Looks pretty good on the hood and on the back. Full deco prints on the back. Nova SS. Tail lights done up pretty good. There is the deets on the front. Of course, this was the very first release we got of that one with the 5-spoke kind of Krager looking wheel. Looks pretty good. This was, again, the original release. Chrome bumpers. There is your base deets. P24 was the original release. Same details, all that good stuff like that. So the details from the original on the bottom to the current on the top. A little bit of different silver, but the biggest difference is going to be the chrome bumpers have gone away. There's no chrome bumpers. They are plastic bumpers because apparently chrome was just too expensive. This was the second release we got, which ended up just getting a black base on it. This one is R05, I think. It's right there. It doesn't show up all that well on the black, but same exact prints, same exact decos. And then this was the final one that we got. This one is dated S34, which just came out last year. So yet another re-release for the Nova. So we're actually going to take and put all of our re-releases up in here. That's what we got that for, just to showcase how ridiculous this is going to be. All right, next one up. This is the Grand National, Buick Grand National. This one, number 3. This one in black. We've seen this one several times before as well. It's also been in the kind of basic Fast and Furious version as well. So just in black, kind of a nice metallic black to it. Full print on the back looks pretty good. Does have Grand National there on the trunk lid. Get that to focus. There we go. Plate on there as well. Looks pretty good. I like the wheel choice. I think that wheel looks pretty good. Full print on the front. Looks good. But this is the craziest thing about this one. This one is a return to the old casting that has the removable front end. This is the way that the first edition was back in the day. They did a few versions like this with the opening hood, but then they, made it go back and be fixed again because, of course, that's apparently too expensive. But super, super happy about that one. Just little notch right there in the front bumper there, and then just snaps on there just like that. This is one of the previous releases right here. This is with the gunslinger wheels on there, as I like to call them. This was full premium with a metal base on there in 06. I think this was the very first release. This particular one right here has a plastic base, by the way. Just pointing that out. But this was a previous version right here with the gunslinger wheels, which looks pretty good. I do like those wheels. I think that was a good fit. The next version right here, this was not the next version. This was the next version. Another premium release, but this one did get a new wheel. I actually like this wheel better. I think that wheel looks better, it fits better. Just a better overall look to it. There is the day codes there. It looks like R03 maybe. So this one looks pretty good. It does have all the exact same details. You see it does have the same plate number, everything on there as well. After all, it is modeled after the movie model. And then this is the one that came out in kind of the basic premium in like 2022. This one looks pretty good. Has a little bit of extra print there in the grill. This one does have a plastic base on there though. Full prints on the back. Does still have the Grand National symbol. Looks pretty good. But this one was the basic one. Does have a basic wheel on there as well. Was not the premium style that we do now. So throw that guy there. That's how we're rolling. All right, next one up. This is the Jetta. This one is flying off the shelves because the previous versions of the Jetta are pretty expensive. So people have been buying these up like crazy. MK3, this is Jesse's car from the original Fast and Furious. I do like the wheel choice. That's the same wheel that was on the Grand National, but this one looks pretty good in just a basic full prints on the side, just like the premium. Full prints on the front, just like the premium. We will grab that premium here shortly. Decals on the back. Might be a little lacking on the rear end, potentially. And then just decals on the back. So really, really nice for some of these people to get their hands on this car that's been trying to get one. I think this standard premium card goes for like 40 or 50 bucks now. It's a pretty expensive premium. This is the original release right here. This is the original version. The only other time this was released was in the Fast and Furious box set. So there was only 2 versions. But this one is the original OG. All the way back from M01. There is your day code M01. Metal base on this guy. The new one does have a plastic base. But they are the exact same model. They are the same deets. Prints on the side are the same. Still the same number 4. All the prints look pretty good. Colors look pretty good on there as well. The original is going to be there on the left. The whites are definitely completely different, but that's okay. You can see the premium version does not get the fog light prints for some reason. They decided to omit that. I guess that was too expensive to do fog lights. And then taking a look at the prints on the rear, they are exactly the same. So I anticipated there'd be some cost cutting to the back, but there's actually cost cutting to the front. So doesn't look as good definitely without the fog lights on there, but that's okay. So we'll throw him right down there in the mix. Looks pretty bland with just such a little amount of cars. All right, last one in decades of fast. This is the Hummer H1. This does include a brand spanking new wheel that we have yet to see. All these silver label premiums, Hot Wheels has made new wheels for them. They are basic plastic wheels, but they are all new. But we have not seen an off-road one quite yet. So this is the first one. Does say Hot Wheels on the side. That looks pretty good. That's a pretty good looking wheel. Pretty beefy looking casting. This was a new model when it came out in the premium line. We do have that one. We will grab that here shortly. There is the deets in the back. Prints look fantastic. Nice, dull brown finish to it. Very Army-esque. It's exactly how it should be. There is the base deets. So 2018 Mattel on there. T01. Very first week of March, or January, I'm sorry. We are already in March. This is the original release right here in premium. This is a satin finish, but this one is a complete matte finish. You see the new one is matte finish, so that is significantly different. Taking a look at the prints on the back. Again, the original on the left, new one on the right. They are very, very similar, although the new one does have a plastic base, so I just want to point that out. Prints on the front, they are the same between the two. A little bit of different color for the orange turn signals on the new one, but they are the same nonetheless. There are no real prints on the side except for a little bit of side marker lights. I think the new wheel looks better, but that's just my opinion. So that one looks pretty good. We'll put the original OG up there. We'll put our newbie hanging down right here. So that is the end of Decades of Fast. But I think what most people are looking forward to is mix number 2 for premium. This is gold label premium. This is top tier, rubber tires, metal, all that good stuff like that. Number 5 of 5. Yes, another re-release of this BMW M3. This has been released twice already, maybe even 3 times. But we get it yet again. So always fun times there. Hot Wheels is very, very good at making us buy the same things over and over and over. Sorry about that. This one is just the white one with the teal wheels. Does have a matte black base. T04 is the day code. Full prints on the front, full prints on the back. Looks pretty good. There is your M3. Get that to focus a little bit. Super, super shiny. Black outlines around the windows and stuff like that. BMW symbol on the hood looks pretty good. This is the OG release. Now, I did get rid of all my extra ones, but this is the OG release. Very first time this one was released. N37 was the day code. So taking a look at these bases, the top one is a matte finish. The previous one was satin. So the two bases are definitely different between them. But again, we've talked about that. That's a little redundant. Prints on the side look pretty much exactly the same because, of course, they are. Prints on the front are going to be exactly the same because, of course, they are. A little bit of maybe crisper prints on the new one on the right, potentially. And then your taillights, typically the shade of red is different, which of course they are. That's just the way that they get mixed. It's nothing biggie there. But what I think is the biggest thing that I can already see. So there is the deets. The original one is on the bottom. The new one is on the top. You see the wheel color is significantly different. It's not anything super crazy, but combine that with the base, and at least it makes you feel a little bit better about having a new version, I guess, of the M3 that we continually see quite frequently. All right, number 4 of 5. Yes, we are going backwards on the 69 Ford Mustang Boss 302. This has only been released one time, and it was for, I believe it was Quarter Mile Fast, I think is what the series was called. And I don't have that one because I just was not collecting this kind of car back then. So this is my first one. So unfortunately, I won't have one to compare for you guys. But I'm pretty happy that I get to add this one now because this was a relatively expensive premium as well, just because it was only released once. And now we get it again. Prints on the front look fantastic. I love the kind of grates that are over the fog lights. Looks good. Wheel choice is fantastic. It's got that kind of copper color to it. There's a roll cage as part of the interior in there. Looks pretty good. That is a plastic wing off the back. Prints on the back look fantastic. Nice, crisp, clean. Looking very, very good. Stance looks really, really good as well. It's actually a pretty good model. There is your base deets. Mustang Boss 302 all the way back from 2010. This particular casting. But that one looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy about that. I'm glad I finally get one of those now. So we'll just kind of sit that guy kind of right there. All right, another one that I don't have a previous version of whatsoever because, frankly, I'm not a really big fan of this particular car. But this has been released 6 times. This green Torino. It's been done in premium, I think only 1 or twice, maybe 2 times. But the other 5 times, it's all been basic versions, just repeatedly over and over and over. So number 3 of 5, if you are a big-time Fast and Furious collector, you have plenty of these. I'm sure there's some shade variances between the greens. But this is my first one. Looks pretty good. Full decos on the front. Some turn signals in there. The black painted grille. That is a extra chrome piece right there. It looks pretty good. Chrome bumper in the back as well. Details look pretty good. Tail lights look pretty good. The green is fantastic. I like the white stripe. The GT wheels are perfect. I think the GT wheels fit this Torino very, very well. See, it is a chrome interior, so those bumpers are part of the interior, which is unfortunate. Don't like seeing chrome interiors. They don't look all that great. There is your base deets. Of course, all metal base. It is premium T04. That one is pretty good, I guess. It's a premium version, but it's All right, here is the money shot. This is the absolute money shot of the entire series of Mix 2. This is the TWAaur. This is a brand new casting, brand new debut right here in Fast and Furious. I believe, I believe this one showed up in Tokyo Drift. I was going to show you guys the back of the cars. I do apologize for that, but it does show the movie that they came from. So that one does come from Tokyo Drift. So nice to get some more love from Tokyo Drift. I think there's a ton of cars in there that Hot Wheels can do that they haven't, which is a little bit of a bummer. All right, so brand spanking new casting, the Soarer. You do have Falcon on the front. The headlights are printed up. Looks very, very good. This is also the same body style that the SC300 is from Lexus. Looks pretty good. I like the taillight prints, the big TWAaur symbol in the back. Nice duckbill spoiler on the back. Of course, it is right-hand drive. Exactly what you expect it to be. Base details looks pretty good. Let me get this flipped around the right way. That looks pretty good. There's actually a pretty good amount of detail in there. Exhaust out the back looks pretty good. It's pretty basic though. Just some Falcon print on the side. But again, they're doing this based off of an in-movie car. Side mirrors on the side is very, very nice. I think the wheel choice is great. The stance is very, very good. The stance looks very, very good. It's not rolling all that well. I feel like maybe there might be something on a tire. Seems to be rolling okay. Oh, maybe it's this wheel. Oh. Interesting. It doesn't roll all that well on the carpet here, but definitely some hanging up. But it looks good. I'm pretty impressed. This one is going to be definitely tough to find for sure. So we'll put him kind of in the front there because we got one more model to go. Number one in the mix. This is the Mona Lisa. This is only the second time it's been released. We've seen it in premium one time when it was original. And then they did a basic version of it, which was not premium. So this is the first premium re-release of Mona Lisa. This is the S15 Mona Lisa from Tokyo Drift. Again, this was Han's car and gets totally wrecked in the parking garage. It happens. It's just a car. There is the deets on the side. Looks pretty good. It is all the same prints as the original version. It even has the same chrome 6 spokes as the original version. The wing is plastic. The S15 remains unmodified since its new beginnings. There is the base deets. Matte. Actually, that's a satin black finish for the base. So this is the original release right here. This is the original OG release. L46 is the date code. Take a look at the base deets. They are the same. They both have the same satin finish to the base, so nothing different. The new one is going to be on the bottom, and as you can see, the new one is much, much darker orange. Much, much, much darker orange. Quite night and day for sure, which looks pretty good. The print on the top are the same as well, just much, much darker orange for that new one again. The blues are almost spot on. The original one's a little bit darker. Just a little bit darker. Or is this the new one? Well, yep, that's the new one. All right, so the new one's a little bit darker. Sorry about that. Print on the front. Get these moved around here. Original is on the left. They are the same prints between them. Of course, the orange is darker. Same details on the other side. They do have rays on both of them. And then the rear section here, the original on the left, they both have Sylvia. See, this is one of the things I don't like about Hot Wheels Premium. Part of that taillight is done with a side pass. The rest of the taillight is done with the rear pass. This side lines up pretty good, but this side is way off. When we take a look at the original, they still printed it the exact same way. You can see So that is not something that's new. So unfortunately, it is still off. This one just happens to be a little bit more off than it should be. And this is the new one. So that's definitely unfortunate. So we'll throw that guy right there on the bottom. We'll put that other guy right there at the top. All re-releases in those racks. The new releases down there at the bottom. A couple of Fast and Furious mixes for you. Drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think about those. Let me know what you think about the ridiculous amount of re-releases. And, of course, that brand spanking new TWAaur. Primo. All right, we're going to roll out. Thank you guys very much. Catch you next time here on Level M. Peace.